2. Well, hello again. Hopefully we'll put right some of the wrongs from last week's live stream that I did. Yeah, first time back. Fucked up quite badly. Left my ugly mug on the screen so you guys couldn't see what was going on. So what we'll do is we'll get rid of me straight away and change it to that. So that's better. But I thought I'd go through, I got a couple of questions about how I was metering what was going on with that new inflator plugin. I finally remembered what this plugin that I was looking for, that I remembered, it's like the cord gun kind of thing. So I've got that up and we'll have a look at that. But right, so what I'll do, any further ado, I need to get, that's the Smixoscope that we'll use to do some metering on the inflator plugin. And what I'm going to put in as well is the Kilcos. This one, simply a spectrum analyzer. Now I've got some interesting news that I found out about the Oxford inflator. There was a guy I was watching who writes scripts for Fruity Loops or FL Studio, whatever the fuck it's called now, and he's done some investigation, and it turns out that the Oxford inflator was just a wave shaper. That's all it was inside, and there is a video on it which I'll try and dig up and put a link in the description once the video's kind of after the live stream. But it was really quite interesting that, you know, he was kind of disappointed, but he was also quite impressed because it was so simple that it was brilliant, and that's why Oxford have been, or Sonox have been very, very quiet about what goes on within this inflator plugin and all the mystery behind it. But in actual fact, it was just a wave shaper. So, without further ado, what we can do is, I've got a signal generator here. Let's put my headphones on. Hopefully I'm not going to blast your eardrums out. I shouldn't do. Let's just check it's not going out on the master. No. Okay. So you can see what's going on in terms of, I'm just running a 2 kilohertz sine wave into both plugins. So if we mute the Oxford inflator, now all we're looking at is the the new RC inflator, and if I increase the effect, you'll see what happens is that it just creates more harmonics as we go down, and same with we adjust the curve, then that just raises the amplitude of the harmonics. So we put that back, and what we'll do is we shall do and put the effect of the Oxford up. Let's put the effect of the RC one up, and I'll switch between them. So now if I go into the Oxford inflator, you'll see that what you're seeing is just exactly the same, and I'll show you if I take down. Why is it not doing it? It's playing up because it's a bridged plug-in. There you go. You can see now that it's the harmonics disappear. If I increase the effect again, because it's a bridge plug-in, it's playing up. There they're back, and if I switch over to the RC inflator, so if I unmono, you see that the curve stays exactly the same, and I prove that by turning down the effect on the JS plugin and turning it up. Now, as we can see, if you look down here on the meters, if I unmute that one and I flip the phase of the Oxford, you can see that they're null. So there's no signal coming out now on the folder of that group. If I put the phase back, you'll see you've got it coming out. Now I've not got it coming out on the mains, obviously, because I don't want to deafen you with a sine wave signal. So that's the how I was measuring, because I've got to do this because it's a JS plugin. I can't put it in Plugin Doctor and have a look to see, etc. So this works really well. But I also wanted to show you the Smexiscope, because this is a really useful plugin to have if you want to see what a compressor's doing to a signal. I mean, if we turn down the time, you can see there's your sine wave. It's just like an oscilloscope, basically. But you can see it'll give you an idea of what a compressor's doing, etc. It will show you the compression curve, etc., etc. It's a really handy plugin to have. I've had it for years. What I'm going to do, let's see, can we find it? No, I'm on the YouTube there, so I'll leave that alone. But yeah, I'll put a link to that where to download it. The actual company has disappeared, but there is somebody that's hosting it, and it is there is a 64-bit version of it. I mean, I've been using it for, I don't know, 15 years. This has been around. Really handy plug-in to have, just to see what's going on. Right, to close that down, let's switch off this sine wave generator. And then I wanted to have a look at this. Rid of all of this. We were talking last week about the chord gun. Yeah, I've got that one. Okay, so if we go into the actions, so I need to make a button for this. And put in chord gun. That's down there. So we've got, that's the plug-in chord gun. I'm not going into how these work or anything. I just thought it was really interesting, and I'm wondering, hopefully maybe somebody can ask the guy that made this plugin if it's kind of based on, not that one, this one, this guy. This is what I was looking for last week. It's called Improvisator. Again, it's another company that's gone out of business. This is only an 32-bit version that's there. Now, obviously, the chord gun is more integrated, very much integrated into Reaper, and works a lot better in Reaper. So that's cool. That's all good. But yeah, this is a very similar thing, and I just really wondered when I saw this, was this based on this kind of thing? I know there's been a few of these kind of scale generator plugins and whatnot that generate chords out from scales, that the Captain plugins do a very similar thing. But yeah, just curious. So that was them. Now another thing I wanted to talk about, I've got this old, Roland TD6. I've just pulled something out here. This Roland TD6 drum module. Sorry, I've just disconnected something here. Let me just sort this out so that I know we're all still going. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Let's just pull all this stuff out of the way. Sorry, I'm using two more, so I'm using my pad down here to give me an extra screen to see what's going on. And I pulled out the USB plug there. Anyway, so we have another project open here. So I've got the Roland TD6 drum module. I've just borrowed it for the time being, but I've been sampling it, and I kind of wondered how interested people might be. I might do a video about putting together a few kits from it, but I've been recording you know, a few of the kits that are in there, and I was thinking about using this Satala, the free, which I don't think's in there at the moment, to use it. But I'm also thinking about using there's a plugin called Decent Sampler, which is a free sample loader. Let me get it up actually. Ystad Decent Sampler. This is it. It looks very similar to a program I use. If any of you have downloaded my plugins that are on my website, it looks very similar to the program that I use. I think it's been taken over, or the code's been taken over, used, and just yeah, renamed, etc. But there is a website called Piano. Sorry, I'll just try and find this for you because it's really a useful website. Piano. No. I'll find it. It does a lot of these decent sampler libraries that you can download for free. I mean, there's shitloads of them that you can get. I mean, I can show you very quickly. Here's some recent ones that I've been playing with, like Choir. I don't know if you can hear that or not. But yeah, I mean, there's loads of instruments you can download. There's quite a few that I've downloaded from this one website, which oh God, I should be better prepared, shouldn't I? Let me just find it a second. Hang on. No, I haven't done it on this computer. But I shall put links again in the description to show you. Let me just get this up again. I'll just check I'm still live. I hope I am. But yeah, let me just have a check for what's going on. I'll try and find a download place for these. Am I still live? I'm not sure. I think so. Okay, not sure what happened. I think I cut myself off. But anyway. Let's have a look for decent libraries. Pianobook.co.uk. Let me just bring this up. So here, when it comes to libraries for the decent sampler, this website gives you a lot of stuff for free, and then you can put in for, so you're looking for pianos, you know, baby grand, and these will be free downloads. So you download it for Contact, ESX24, or a decent sampler, you know, various different things. So there's loads of stuff in here. There's all kinds of weird and wonderful whatnot. But as I say, it's pianobook.co.uk. Again, I'll put links in the description once I'm done going live. So anyway, what I'm doing at the moment is I'm sampling. You know, I've got 40 odd kits here that I've just sampled, and I realise there's about 100, and a lot of them are just kind of repeats of different bits and pieces. So I'm going to kind of look at the kits that I would like myself, and then try put them into the decent sampler, but also put a RIA Samplomatic version as well. So I've just been starting with this first one, but how I'm doing it is I'll just set it up so that I'm sampling 2 hits at 25, 2 hits at 50, 2 hits at 75, and 2 hits at 100 with the velocities. But I'm realizing I don't think there's round robins in the TD6 anyway, so I'm going to just use one of the hits from each velocity, and I know there is a difference with the velocities. So, you know, I'm starting from the C2, which is where the kick is, and then just going up, each one of these goes up a semitone, so up to the next, so whatever that is, and up to the next one, and so on, until I've sampled the whole drum kit. But then, I mean, it does go on after that for a couple of octaves of stuff, of percussion stuff and all the rest of it. So I've kind of sampled all of that, and I'll maybe just put that in on its own, but I just wanted to get the core kits out of these to start with. So, you know, acoustic kit, rock kit, jazzy, ballad, 808s, brushes, techno, you know, all sorts of different kind of kits. and I'll just start putting together some little sample libraries of them in different formats, whatever I can sort out easily. So yeah, so if anybody's interested in any of these, let me know, and I can yeah, I'll put them up on my website or whatever, and people can download them. Obviously, you know, I'm sampling from another sound module, so I'm not going to charge money for them, although it does take a fair amount of time. But you know, it's royalties and whatnot. It's not mine to sell. So yeah, it's I don't know how many, if there's anyone online or not. If you got any questions. Yeah, okay. So I mean, I think what I'll do is, you know, the next video I'll work on over maybe the next week or so is I'll work on a video of turning one of these loads of samples into a kit in Rio Samplomatic and in Decent Sampler. As I say, the Decent Sampler, let me just see. It's a free download, so I mean you'll need to download the Decent Sampler to use, you know, that the sample libraries from the website I showed you. So this is the Decent Sampler plugin. As I say, it's free. It does Windows, Mac, Linux, the whole lot. And within this website here, there are instruments available. A lot of them are, some of them are free, but a lot of the kind of ones you would like to record, you would like to download, are paid for. But also, I can just show you, from within the Decent Sampler, it will connect you. If you hit the browse button here, it'll connect you to the website where you can download. I mean, there's like Reverb Tank Violin for $20. Some things you get a reduced version for free, and then you got to pay for the full one. You know, but even on that, the Decent Sampler website and via the Decent Sampler itself, yeah, you can get into that, and you can buy some, you can download some free ones. But the other option is the is the other website I showed you, which was pianobook, pianobook.co.uk, where a lot of these, most of them, in fact I think all of them are free. It's like a community, so you can upload your own if you want, and you can get all kinds of, you know, nice sample libraries, some really different, way out there stuff, pads and synths, there's all sorts. You know, really handy resource to get a lot of free instruments, and reasonable quality. I mean, it's not like 10 years ago where it was just shit sample libraries you're downloading. These are really quite good quality. I've tried out some of them, and you can follow some of the people on here, so if you like what they're doing, I'll open this one up. I've downloaded a few of this guy's stuff. You can give him a follow on this pianobook.co.uk, and if he releases any more sample libraries, you'll be notified and you can download them. But he's done quite a few, this guy, so I'm going to give him a follow. Well, I've downloaded quite a few of his face appears quite often. But you can choose where you want it from. If you want it just for Contact, you can choose Contact, or you can choose SFZ, ESX24, or Decent Sampler, plus whatever type of samples you want, strings. Like I say, a really handy resource, you know, for some odd stuff as well, I've got to admit. But you know, pizzicato, viola, sample pack, and all of these, are, as far as I've seen so far, are free. So yeah, handy little resource for you. So yeah, download Decent Sampler for free and then get the get into the pianobook.co.uk, set up an account, and you can download shitloads of free sample libraries, etc. And I'll probably be uploading some of mine onto there. If I do some of these drums, I'll put them up onto there. And yeah. So anyway, guys, gonna leave it at that. Hope it was a little bit more interesting this time without my face covering up the whole fucking screen as I did last time. Sorry about that. But yeah, gonna get into making some videos now. Got some ideas like these drum samples, etc. Gonna show you, how I'm gonna use maybe the Decent Sampler as well as using the Rare Sampler-matic. And so there'll be videos on that coming up soon. Okay, talk to you soon. See you later. Bye bye.